In today's video we will talk about time lapses in 3D printing and in particular about OCTOLAPSE and OCTOPI. Hi everyone, this is Massimo and as I said earlier, today's video will be about time lapses and OCTOPI combined with OCTOLAPSE. This video is a bit late considering my normal schedule because I was sick for about half a week, so I didn't have enough energy and enough time to finish this project. Diving straight into the topic, I saw some videos online of really good time lapses of 3D printed parts where the 3D printed parts looks like it's growing without any interaction from the 3D printer. Looks amazing, but the first thing I thought was this must take long time, considering that the extruder of the 3D printer has to go home or in a certain position every single time you take a snapshot. Here is an example of what I'm talking about. So I was interested to understand how much more time do you need to do this kind of time lapse with my Nikon. Talking about hardware, the things you will need to achieve this kind of time lapses are a Raspberry Pi, a micro SD card to put into the Raspberry Pi. Oops. Some cables to connect the camera to the Raspberry Pi and the 3D printer to the Raspberry Pi. I had all these things lying around, so I was able to start this project straight away. I downloaded OCTOPI and installed it into my SD card. Modified a file in order to auto-connect your Raspberry Pi to your Wi-Fi. Inserted the SD into the Raspberry Pi, connected to a power supply, connected the 3D printer and the camera, and everything was ready to rock and roll. Here is where it gets a bit nerdy because you need to know a bit of Linux commands. You need to connect to the Raspberry Pi via SSH. After connecting to the Raspberry Pi, you need to put in some commands that you will find in a link in the description, which is the process to set up your camera, for example a DSLR, in order to achieve these shots for OCTOLAPSE. If someone is interested in the step-by-step and complete procedure, please let me know in the comments below and I will probably do a video about it. After everything was ready, it was time to open up a new spool of PLA. Thanks Prusa for the new PLA, Galaxy Black PLA, and it looks amazing. Now, in order to test the timing, I will print the same file 3 times. First with OCTOLAPSE homing left center from the 3D printed parts. Second time OCTOLAPSE homing on top of the 3D printed parts. And third, printing directly from the Prusa LCD and SD cards using a normal time lapse. Here you can see the different time lapses. Now let's check the timing. As you can see, OCTOLAPSE is a bit longer than the normal 3D print, but what surprised me is that the difference is not so big. Considering that the first print took 1 hour and 29 minutes, second print 1 hour and 27 minutes, and the third print, the normal one, took 1 hour and 20 minutes. Taking this in consideration, you can see that they are average 10 to 15% longer than a normal print and a normal time lapse, which considering the effect and the length of the the print is still acceptable for me. It depends a lot on the positioning of the 3D printed parts, the dimension of the 3D printed parts and other factors, but it should be around 10 to 15% longer than usual. So in the end, generally speaking, Octopi is a really add-on for your 3D printer because you can check your 3D printer via Wi-Fi, you can upload files, you can adjust the 3D printer via Wi-Fi, and you can see, for example, real-time G-code of the printing process, which is really cool. Talking instead about OCTOLAPSE, I think is more of a choice, personal choice, depending on what you need to do. To me, for now, I can accept 10 to 50% more time in my 3D printed parts. Another aspect to consider is that OCTOLAPSE will give you directly a video file of the time-lapse itself without any post-processing from your side. I think I will need to test this a bit more in depth and maybe do another video, another definitive video where I give my opinion about it. But for now, I will keep using OCTOLAPSE for small prints. Let me know in the comments below what do you think. If you like this video and this channel, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up, or if you don't like this video, please give me a thumbs down, but comment below how I can improve my content and my video. For now, that's it, and see you guys in the next video with the next design project.